This is Terry, as if you didn't know, because you're on my channel that says Terry. Sorry, this is going to be shaky. If you could see the system I have rigged up here, I would be banned from video making forever. Before we start, I am alive. I have everything I need right now in bed. Coffee, grapes, a plum, chocolate, iPad, big bundle mess of cords in my earphones that I've got to kind of fix, and my cell phone, which reminds me to put it on silent, or why don't we just turn it off? Okay, down to business, everybody. What's been going on? I have missed you. I've missed interacting for the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks from, I can't even think, yesterday, I think. Was it yesterday, Monday? I tell you how looped out I am. I had neurosurgery done. Insert x-rays. It was a lot more involved than I had thought it would be. It was more involved than the doctors had thought it would be. I lost a lot of blood. So much blood. Here's a picture of my, the monitor that shows my blood pressure. I lost so much blood during surgery that they couldn't give me pain meds after major neurosurgery. So I went to ICU. In ICU, my doc shows up and, I'm still looped from the anesthesia a little bit, but I remember him sitting there and we were discussing what to do. They wanted to put me on pressors, which I'm assuming are something that artificially raises your blood pressure. The other option was a blood transfusion, which I wasn't too happy about. My neurosurgeon is sitting there looking at me, right? And he said, these options, neither of these are great. Here's this guy that is always so stoic. And he looks at me and he says, Terry, the thought of a blood transfusion creeps me out. That was like a priceless moment that I will never forget. It creeps me out too. I mean, I know the blood screen and everything, but it creeps me out. But he looked at the staff there in ICU and he said, and I'm so glad that he did this because it let me see, I know he cares for his patients or I wouldn't be going there. He is, I have to say, the best neurosurgeon in the Pacific Northwest. He looked at them and he said, you will not put her on pressors. And generally he is a doctor that he gives you the options and lets you make your own decisions. And when he said that, he said, it is your choice. I guess he was talking about the transfusion. Terry, it's your choice if you want to take blood or not. I was in so much pain. I mean, I had major flippin' surgery, 7 hours worth of surgery. I was dying. Anesthesia was wearing off. I was flippin' dying from pain. And I'm looking at my blood pressure and I'm looking at my doctor and I'm looking at them that won't give me anything. And I'm looking at the blood and I kind of touched the packets. And it was like frozen ragu sauce or something is kind of what it reminded me of. I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone, but I'm freaking out, okay? And I said, okay, you guys can do the transfusion. So that took a while because I don't even know how much blood I needed, but they gave me enough blood so my blood pressure would be able to come up and they could put me on pain medication. So that was the first kind of hurdle. Got out of ICU, my blood pressure came back up, I was medicated. Everything is kind of a fog. I don't remember when they really released me. I don't remember I guess my blood pressure had to be stable. They had taken I think it's called a hemovac. They had taken the hemovac out of my back, which is something that drained everything. I thought I was doing great. I felt so much better. I was off the pain meds. I was feeling okay. I could walk without the walker. I had 2 days. One day, my husband came home. I really didn't think I could do this, but I had been locked in the house forever. So I think this was this is Tuesday. Friday night, we went out to dinner. We get there, have dinner. I have to get home. And I feel okay. I feel okay. I can feel the pain of the extra movement, but it wasn't excruciating. Woke up the next morning and I felt fine. I thought, I need a shower. I took a shower by myself, put my makeup on, blow dried my hair, and I probably would have been doing okay, except I took my dogs out to go potty, and my German Shepherd went, I went one way. I thought she was going the other way, but she didn't. She knocked me. I fell into one of the pillars out on the back patio. And that's the only thing I can really think of that set me back. I fell, but I didn't fall far. I fell sort of into a pillar that we have on our porch out in the back. And I got dizzy. Things were like, oh crap. So I sat down in one of the lawn chairs on the porch. Didn't realize at the time that when I sat down, I wasn't be able to get back up. I was out there for a couple hours before my husband came home to pull me out of the frickin' chair and get me in the house. That next morning, I felt a little weird. My feet were feeling funny. I couldn't really feel my feet. I had thought there was a problem because of those stupid, compression things they put on your feet at the hospital. They sent me home in those compression stocking things, whatever. And we took those off, and I could feel that there were parts of my feet that were numb. It's like a neuropathy kind of a thing. My big toe, the balls of my feet, there are parts of the ends of my toes that I have no feeling. They don't feel like they're there. That evening, it was worse. My husband had gone to bed, and I wasn't letting him know the pain that I was in. Well, as we were watching TV, I started having this really weird feeling in my legs. And I was wiggling them around because they started feeling, well, let me back up. That next morning, I was still in bed and my feet were uncovered. Excuse me, it's like when it rains, it pours. My husband came in and he touched my feet and I flipped. He said, "What's wrong?" I said, "That feels like you just put 10 million needles on my feet." Should have been my first clue. Throughout the day, it progressed. Didn't say really anything to him because he's already like super worried. We have things going on and with other situations that he's super worried about. Work's being crazy. It's been nuts. And I feel like a burden because I am a burden. I can't do anything. I can't clean the house. I can't get up. I'm not supposed to get up. And I'm filming this before I took my medication. So I was able to get into the bathroom today and get a tiny bit of makeup on because I haven't done anything since whenever. So he touched my feet that morning and that feeling progressed throughout the day and I didn't say anything to him. And it went up to my knees. By the time he went to bed, I couldn't feel anything below my knees. I could walk. I had taken some pain relievers, not the narcotics, but some just over-the-counter pain relievers for my back. So I could walk, but I couldn't feel my feet. It was the weirdest thing. And then it started feeling like fire. Started having fire in my feet and it was coming up my legs. I couldn't get it to stop. So I'm thinking, okay, put a heating pad on my feet. That'll get blood circulation going because I thought that maybe I just wasn't walking or moving enough. I got up, no flipping kidding. I walked after my husband went to bed, probably about 9 o'clock. I walked and paced in my living room for 3 hours crying because I was in so much pain. It was Monday morning, first thing I was able to get a hold of my doctor's office. They call me back and they put me on this nerve medication which just loops me out totally. But I can tell it's less painful. I don't have that burning, I just have numbness. I'm sitting here in bed doing nothing, I can't move. We're kind of thinking that I had done so much, which really was not anything, but I had done so much that possibly I irritated the nerves that go down to my legs and my feet, and they were compressed. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But when I spoke with the doctor, he said, Terry, you have to realize your surgery wasn't the normal surgery. This was a major surgery. It was a very complicated surgery, and we ran into problems. He said, you need to slow down. I'm bedridden. I don't like this. I want to be moving. I want to get outside. I want to shoot some video. I want to do some cool stuff, because since I've been down, you know what I've been doing? I've been watching Peter McKinnon and no small creators. And I have been, Jeff Barch, I have been so inspired by these guys. I want to get out and I want to film, okay? I want to do B-roll. I want to get out there and tell my story. I want to do some things. But no, I can't, because I'm stuck in flipping bed. Till I see the doctor tomorrow, and then we'll see. And then we have vacation plan like in November, and I have to be healed because we're taking 2 of our adult kids to Disneyland, and I don't want to miss that. So, had to take a bit of a break there. My tripod right now is my knee. Anyway, I just wanted to finish up. I am trying to post another video of something I did that was sort of Peter McKinnon inspired. Oh my gosh, went sideways. Hopefully the video will load. I had to stop to have some dinner. My kids and my husband came home. Our neighbors, our incredible neighbors, brought us real food to eat. Thank you so much. It was amazing. But I want to let you guys know, tomorrow is the doctor, and hopefully we're going to find out if and when I'm going to make a full recovery. Right now, it is in question as to whether I'm going to have permanent nerve damage or not. Anyway, I'm sorry this wasn't an exciting, oh my gosh, filled video, but there you go. You know, that's life. Life happens. And with that, I'm looking at my feet turn blue, so I'm going to say peace out. Love you guys. See you soon.